result of my traveling around the world, teaching people to do solution-focused therapy, I've had some amazing experiences that taught me lessons that have impacted my life and my practice. For example, one time I was in Sydney, Australia, and I had just landed in Sydney, and it was like in the middle of the day. Actually, it was like mid-morning, and I thought, man, I'm gonna go for a walk. And I went for a walk, and I find myself at the Sydney Harbour, which is beautiful, the Sydney Opera House, and there's really cool shopping and restaurants, all this stuff. And I see this sign that says Whale Watch at 1 p.m. And I look at my watch, and it's like 2 hours from now. I am dog tired, but if anybody knows me, they know I love the ocean and I love marine life. So it says Whale Watch, 1 p.m. And I'm like, holy cow, I'm tired, but I gotta do this. Like, this is something I absolutely have to do. So I go shopping, get something to eat, relax, chill out. And then 1 p.m. comes and I get on this Whale Watch. And so it's cool. In Australia, it's the migration path of the humpback whales. So the humpback whales swim to the south to birth their children, and then they swim back north to a feeding area where they feed their children. And this whale watch took place where the boats just sit in the migration paths and they watch the humpback whales. Now, it was really cool because you'd see these whales, and oftentimes there would be two whales side by side, and you'd see two spouts coming out of blowholes. So I asked the captain of the boat, like, what are those? And the captain told me that's usually, when you see the two whales, it's usually the mother whale and the baby whale that she has just birthed, swimming side by side going to the feeding grounds. And it was just amazing. Like, some of the whales, you know, you could see them more clearly and others not. But it was just amazing to be out on the water and see these whales. So, but every now and then there would be one whale and one blowhole. So I said to the captain of the boat, I said, is that a mother with no child, or is that like a male whale? And the captain said, no. When you see one blowhole, that's usually the baby. The mother is underneath the baby, holding the baby at the surface, because this is a long swim and the baby does not have the stamina to make the entire swim. So the mother will swim underneath the baby and hold the baby at the surface so the baby can breathe. And I couldn't help it. I sat there for a minute and I just thought, what an incredible thing for a mother humpback whale to do. And where did the humpback whale mother learn to do such a thing? Like, there's no like humpback whale swimming classes. There's no humpback whale coaching programs. There's no humpback whale parenting classes. The whale just knew how to provide care for the child. And I sat back and I thought about, like, the rest of the day, I thought about like how instinctual care is. And the reason it's relevant to me as someone who teaches solution-focused brief therapy is I get so many questions, and we spend so much time addressing people who are looking for the intervention to help the client. Like, people ask me questions like, so what do I ask a couple who has had a trauma background? What do I ask a child who has ADHD? What do I ask an individual who has an addiction? And I can't answer those questions because there is no formulaic answer. There is no, this is the question we use with couples when there's a trauma background. This is the question we use with people who struggle with addiction. This is with people who we use, those children who have ADHD. There are no black and white, here are the questions we use. The questions come from our care in the moment with our clients. So when you go into a session using solution-focused brief therapy, I don't want you trying to be like a question robot trying to figure out what question to match the client's problem. Instead, I want you to be someone led by care. I want you to be like that humpback whale mother that's led by your instincts, that's led by your care, and your questions will come from that. Now, it's really important that we learn the solution-focused questions. It's really important that we learn the language of solution-focused brief therapy, but it's even more important that we not forget that this stems from care. That is what solution-focused brief therapy, in fact, that is what all psychotherapy, that is what all helping professions is all about. care. And it took me going to Sydney, Australia, and watching a humpback whale care for her baby in migration to truly see that care is universal, it is instinctual, and you need to bring it into your sessions. Hey, thank you so much for watching that video. I really appreciate you guys listening to me share my thoughts and ideas about solution-focused brief therapy, and as I try to make you the very best solution-focused brief therapist that you could possibly be. If you could, please help me share the word, like, share, and subscribe to my YouTube channel. Help me spread the word of this amazing approach. Hit the bell on my YouTube channel so you get notifications when I post new content. Head on over to elliottconnie.com where I post all kinds of free content, free training materials, and updates on my courses and events. And I hope to see you in the next video. Thank you.